You're watching a movie, and a character appears. You know the actor, but what is their name? You know it. You feel like it's right there, but it's just not coming to you. This scenario, which I am sure we have all been through before, illustrates an experience memory researchers have termed a feeling of knowing. We know a fair bit about these experiences, such as what factors affect the degree to which we experience one, but we don't know if they can influence our behavior, what behaviors might be influenced, and the means through which they could do this. This is what my research is looking to uncover. What I have found is that two behaviors closely relate to the degree of a feeling of knowing: memory search time, and subsequent choices about whether to be told the missing information. When searching a memory for the name of a familiar person, we tend to search longer before admitting that we cannot remember when we are experiencing a large feeling of knowing. Likewise, if given the opportunity to look externally for the information, we are more likely to accept this chance after having experienced a high feeling of knowing. To illustrate these behaviors further, we can return to my original example. If you're experiencing a feeling of knowing for this actor, you will likely have spent longer trying to remember their name. And after admitting you can't remember, you will be more inclined to take out your phone and Google the answer. These findings, however, only shed light on what behaviors are impacted, and not the means through which these experiences can exert that influence. To answer this, I have turned to functional MRI, which allows us to explore the underlying brain activity associated with these experiences. My hypothesis here is that the reward system in the brain is the key. It's likely that when we experience a certain level of a feeling of knowing, that reward areas within the brain will be engaged by a proportional amount. In other words, these areas will become more active when the feeling of knowing is higher. Additionally, we know that these same areas are also involved in motivation. So we predict that when these areas become active through these experiences, that will then motivate us to try and figure out the missing name, both by pushing us to search our memory for the name and by driving us to look externally for it, through Google, for example. If these predictions hold true, then it's likely that finally receiving the missing information is a rewarding and satisfying experience. This fits our anecdotal stories, as we have all felt the relief that accompanies finally resolving a feeling of knowing. Overall, uncovering exactly what motivates us to try and figure out unrecallable information when we feel like we know it will provide reasons for the universal experience of being frustrated when we cannot remember Rupert Grint's name. Thank you.